Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle. It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch the OVA. I forgot the name. Do or Die, Survival Training. That's it. It's the OVA that I'm watching just after binge watching all of the 3 seasons of My Hero Academia. Like, I'm watching this OVA between the season 3 and between the season 4. It's an OVA which is in 2 parts. I already watched the first part. If you want to see my reactions and my thoughts about it, and if you want to see it, maybe if it's the first time that you you have this information that we have an OVA which is about rescue training, for My Hero Academia, I'm gonna put the link into the eye, and I'm gonna put the link also for the playlist that I made for My Hero Academia. Like I said, I binge watched all of the season 1, 2 and 3. I watched already the first movie and 2 other OVAs, which happened before. So if you want to watch all of that and into the chronological order, you have the playlist that I made for My Hero Academia. I made a playlist for each show, each anime I'm reacting to, in case you can be interested to rewatch everything with me. So I made one for My Hero Academia, but also for Attack on Titan, also for Demon Slayer, for Death Note, for other animes like that. So I'm gonna put some links, and I'm encouraging you to check my channel, and the playlist that I made for all of these shows and animes that I reacted to, that I'm still reacting to, just in case you can be interested. Like I said before, this is the second part, of this OVA about a rescue training which is supposed to happen before the provisional license exam. So, now that I know that just before this exam they add that rescue training, I'm less, thinking about the mistakes that maybe some of them made during the exam, the second test, of this exam. I'm like, oh, come on, you could have not made any of these mistakes, you were really trained for that in particular, to rescue people just before the exam, so you should have known better what to do during the real exam. Right there, during this first part of the OVA, we had all guys, the presentation of that training, like the fact that we have a mall, a fire happened into that mall, everyone was rescued except of one person, they have to search for that person, but because of the fire, the building, is not really, I don't know how to say it. Like, it's still continuing, to collapse, so it's dangerous for them. Because of that, we had Iida, who was injured, saving Momo. Right now, they are helped, Momo and Iida were together because they divided themselves, this group into several different groups. So we had Momo and Iida together, we had 2 Dekku and Ochako together, but these 2 groups were reunited. We still have Tokoyami and Todoroki together somewhere. We still have Kirishima, Kaminari and Bakugo together somewhere. These ones, they kept on mind the fact that they have to save, to rescue that citizen, because Bakugo is really focused on that, because he remembers the fact that All Might never gave up on him, on rescuing him when he was kidnapped by these villains. So Bakugo is really like that about it. Something which is great, because our guys right now, they are occupied, to save Iida now that Iida was injured. So they are divided like that into this place. It's still collapsing. Thanks to Kaminari, now they have power, meaning they have lights and stuff like that. It's not functioning that great, like they don't have the elevators and stuff like that, but still it's better, with the lights. But we saw at the end of the first part that we have a new issue which is gonna come, meaning water, a lot of water coming. So are they gonna drown, are they gonna be taken away by, I don't know, you know, the water and all, I don't know, but that's gonna be another issue. It's really environmental issues that they are dealing with that situation. You know, they are not fighting villains. They are really preoccupied by rescuing people with an environment like that, which was destroyed by fire. So they have that building which is collapsing, so they can have that issue with water, you know, pipes which broke, so because of that they can have an issue with water coming suddenly like that. I think that right now they are really tests, you know, not with fighting villains but with rescuing people, and that was a good idea because it was a real part of this exam that they had after it. So that's pretty cool, you know, to see how they were trained for it. I appreciated a lot, you know, the fact that Todoroki saved Tokoyami. After that we had Dark Shadow. Ah, that was bad, and it's always making me feel sad, you know, for Tokoyami, the fact that he can't control Dark Shadow. I can see that it's really hurting him, the fact that he can't control that part of himself, and that part of himself is, you know, hurting other people. It's really making me feel bad and sad for Tokoyami when he's losing control on Dark Shadow. Right there, you know, it was repaired, but still, is it gonna be an issue for the rest of this OVA? So yes, we have these different groups together. This one saving Iida, Bakugo's group trying to search for that citizen, Todoroki and Tokoyami still together. Okay. You know, I'm imagining what can happen during this second part. No, I'm gonna stop imagining and I'm gonna watch it right now. If you guys, you want to see my reactions and my thoughts to the 4 next episodes already, meaning to already the 3 first episodes of the season 4, you can have that on my Patreon. On my Patreon we have 4 episodes of advance, which means 2 weeks of advance. It's really a lot. And we've extended our 4 reaction part for the big episodes, and extended reaction part for all of the rest. And like I say each time, extended reaction part, it's already interesting because I'm not forced to cut each 5 seconds. I'm really letting the scene. I'm not forced to play with opacity. So if you guys, you want these advantages and also to support me, the best way to do it is to subscribe to my Patreon. And you know, when you're subscribing to it, you're paying, you know, for the entire month. Like, a few of you told me, like, do I have to pay for each new video? No, you're subscribing for the entire month. You can only subscribe for 1 month if you want, if you can, and it's already great, already really appreciated. And yes, it's the best way to support me, my Patreon. You can do it on YouTube by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, like I say each time. Maybe at some point it's gonna help for YouTube to notice me and stuff like that. So do it, please. It can help me, you know, little by little. But if you really want to send me your support, you know, to encourage me to continue this channel and these videos, it's on my Patreon. Okay, so let's go for this second part of this OVA. Oh no! Maybe yes, it was destroyed. It can be great for you. That's what a real hero would do. You know that you can count on them to save Iida. I think that they already know. She wants you to save yourself first. You can guess that it's Bakugo. You know that it's... Yes. Good. Good job, Ochako. Huh? Without hurting that victim even more? That was dangerous. For the building, you know, to collapse even more? What do you think? For sure, you're all recognizing the guy. Ouch. Okay, now you can all see it. It's going faster because of Bakugo, but it was already happening. So it was not part of the training. Come on, girls. They don't hesitate. They're going for it. So it's part of the training. I know you, Aizawa. You're gonna get saved. Oh, you're gonna hate that. Bakugo is gonna hate that. You're so predictable. No, you're gonna be saved when you're gonna be out. Oh, the music! I love each time that they're using that scene. Bakugo? I didn't see Bakugo leaving. Yes. Stop destroying that building, which is already... Come on. And Bakugo? Come on, Momo. Just wait for it! Come on, she's making it right now. Yes. Come on, Momo. At some point, it's gonna break no matter what. The fact that Bakugo thought about it also. You know each other, the three of you, like, come on, just be friends. Oh, we know that, for example, Ochako, each time she's thinking what Dekku would do, thinking about what Kachan can do. You can do it? I don't need you to save me! Really, it's your running gag. Don't tell me what to do and I don't need you to save me. Come on! Todoroki took you, and now Bakugo can do his thing. Again! Todoroki, I mean Dekku. When one can't do it, the other one doing it. Oh, thank you too! Not just, but yes. So go! Okay, waiting for the 3 boys now. Please! 3 seasons! They're coming. Your trust in them. You're proud of them. Always I love when you're watching them like that, like. Oh, I thought, you know, that they would go until the end, you know, at the surface. Oh no! This OVA is way more intense than the final episodes of the season 3, like for real. Oh. Okay, do it! Come on, do it! You prefer to die than be out, like really? Yes. To save Todoroki. He refuses, you know, to be saved. He prefers to give an order, you know, to Dekku, be my Kane. No, you're not saving me, you're not helping me, you're obeying to me. Oh, Bakugo. Let's say that you're evolving, you're improving. I love when you're proud of them. It was really a cool OVA. These 2 parts of this OVA were really cool because the first one, you know, it was all guys being divided into these different groups and how they can work well together, how they can think about saving someone, saving themselves, like how they're organizing themselves, and it's so cool. And this second part was more really for the characters to be really with them, to see what they learned from the previous trainings, but also to see how they evolved also personally. Like really, I have mentioned that this OVA, you know, the 2 parts of this OVA are so much better than the 2 final episodes of the season 3. I said it, you know, at the end of the season 3, I have really the impression that the discussions, the episode with the discussion between Bakugo and Dekku should have been the final episode of the season. It was such an emotional episode, a big one, like it was something that we were expecting since so long, and everything was so cool during it that after that the 2 last episodes of the season 3 felt like funny episodes, you know, regular episodes in comparison, and without real actions and stuff. So right there to have an OVA which is so intense, you know, with our guys being injured, you know, like for Iida and for Bakugo, put in so much stress, like for Tokoyami with Dark Shadow that he can't control, with also that situation with Todoroki, Bakugo and Dekku trying to save each other, trying to save everyone, fighting to get out and all. Like, I have the impression that really this OVA with these two parts was way more intense than the final episodes of the season 3. So it's cool, it's really cool for this OVA, but it also says a lot about the end of the season 3. Just to come back to this second part of this OVA, that was so cool to have that moment, you know, with Todoroki, with Bakugo and Dekku. The fact that Todoroki, he wants to stay behind, to save everyone, to give to everyone the time to get out, is it really a surprise? I think that it's not the first time that we are seeing Todoroki sacrificing himself in a way for the other ones, at least knowing that his quirk can be really more interesting, you know, useful, powerful during a particular moment, and that because of that his friends can get out, can be saved and all. So it was not a surprise, but for Bakugo to stay because he understood that Todoroki is gonna need him to really get out, like Todoroki by himself can't save himself, so Bakugo staying to save Todoroki, it's so great. Dekku, the fact that he understood all of that, he understood that Bakugo would think of that, but still that Bakugo would need him because Bakugo all by himself, like, it can't be enough. The fact that these two together, they are saving Todoroki, but Todoroki is also saving Dekku, you know, by catching him again and again. It's so great. And after that, to have Dekku who wants to help Kachan, and Bakugo is against it. Like, really, it's almost like a running gag, you know, a running joke with Bakugo. He's always saying two stuff. I can do that by myself, you know, I don't need you. I don't want you to save me. And right there, it was really like, I don't want you to save me. And when he understood that truly he needs help, but, you know, with his ego, he can't say it, he prefers to give an order to Dekku, like, it's not you're saving me, it's you're obeying to me, you know, like, I'm not asking for your help, I'm ordering you to help me. It's different, and for Bakugo's ego, it feels better. So really, Dekku understood it and just accepted it, obeyed to it, and to him, and that's it, let's get out. Aizawa, he knew all of what was happening, you know, the building collapsing, the water coming, and he just knew that his students could do it on their own, and he was right to trust them. Ochako, who trusted, you know, these three to get out, like, really, she had no doubt about the fact that they were gonna come, you know, they were gonna save each other. No doubt about it for Ochako. It was so cool to see it. Aizawa is really proud of them. And really trained them well, because imagining that training just before the provisional license exam and the second test of this exam being about that, like, I guessed, you know, that we would have something about that, you know, during this exam. But the fact that it was really almost the same, you know, with the environment looking the same and all, that's why now I'm even more like, come on guys, maybe you could have done better than what you did. In fact, I'm thinking about Dekku, I'm thinking also about Bakugo. Okay, after that you had villains intervening, but for Dekku and Bakugo who lost points, it was not because of that. That was cool, that was a cool OVA, I really appreciated it. And really, these three together, saving each other, and Bakugo accepting Deku's help only because it doesn't look like he's helping him, it looks like he's obeying to him. Like, really, this moment was so perfect. you know, it's gonna stay into my mind for a long time, I think. That's an OVA, you know, which is gonna count for the characters, for the evolution of the characters and all. I'm gonna keep it in mind when for the 2 other OVAs, they were fine, but they were not that important, you know, they were regular, funny episodes. Like right there, it was really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna stop, you know, that little session of binge watching to watch these 2 parts of the OVA. Remember that if you're watching this on YouTube, on my Patreon, you have already my reactions and my thoughts to the 4 first episodes of the season 4. If you guys, you can be interested by that, you can subscribe to my Patreon to already have access to these 4 first episodes of the season 4. And also, you know, when you're subscribing, you have access to all of the videos that I'm gonna publish, you know, during the month, but you have access also to all of the videos that I posted before that, meaning that you can have access to all of the videos of My Hero Academia that I posted before that. In case you're interested to watch really the entire full reaction part video for some episodes, you can have that on my Patreon. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today for My Hero Academia, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.